What's up, guys? So in this video, we're going to be talking about how to actually run credit repair TikTok ads in 2024. So I'm going to give you the step-by-step breakdown on the exact process that we use to run these ads successfully for my company. The main plan for this video is how to set up credit repair TikTok campaigns the correct way, how to get TikTok ad creatives that's going to convert very quickly. And I'm going to give you 3 different strategies for scaling your credit repair campaign. So let's talk about C4 method. Now, this is one campaign, 4 ad groups with 4 different ads inside those 4 different ad groups. So that's the C4 method. That's the best way I can explain it. Now, if you want to do 4 campaigns to scale up, now that's the way that we run it. But just for example, we're going to do 1 campaign, 4 different ad groups, and then 4 ads inside those ad groups. That's the C4 method that we're going to be going over today. For the ad scripting, now you want to get clear on who you're going to target for your ads. Your market approach needs to be dialed in to make this work. Now, with our company, we run follower ads and we do book a call ads only on TikTok, because on TikTok, they don't really have a good DM platform like Instagram or Facebook. We only run the follower ads and we do the book a call ads strictly on TikTok. The ad creative is very, very important. So what you want to do is, if you don't already have one, you can go on TikTok Creative Ad Center, or you can go to Facebook Ad Library, and then you can draw some inspiration from other ads that's already on there performing well. Now, we have our own framework on how we do our scripts and how we run our ad videos. You can check those out. If you don't have nothing, you can just go on here and start drawing some inspiration. And even TikTok give you a lot more insights on how the ads are performing. You can go here to TikTok Creator Program. You can click on the ad. It show you the objective. It show you the landing page. It show you the call to action that they doing. But it also give you the likes, the comments, and the shares, just so you can know exactly, how these ads are performing. Just get inspiration. Don't go in here and copy nobody. But you can do the same thing with the Facebook Ad Library. And so I just want to show you guys that, just so don't run the ad if you don't have a good creative. A lot of people try to go run the ads, but you can barely even hear them on the ad creative. It's not showing nothing. You're not touching anybody's pain points. It's just like a simple ad, and that ad like that is not gonna get you nowhere. So you need to be calling out the ideal client. You need to be knowing, how to touch them in certain ways to make sure that they go on and book a call from that ad creative. All right, so now we're in the TikTok Ads Manager. All you gotta do is go to campaign, and then you gotta go to create. But before we dive in, I just want to show you that this ad strategy worked. The ads that we was running was able to get over 1 million impressions. You can see right here, 1 million impressions. And then we was able to book over 4,000 calls. 4,000 calls was booked through this book the call strategy for our credit repair company. And this is only one account. So I'm just showing you that this ad strategy does work. So follow this blueprint step by step, and you should be able to go in and book over 4,000 calls. Let's go to create. And as soon as we get in, it's going to ask us what's the advertising objective. And our advertising objective is going to be website conversion, because we want them to come on there and book calls through the website. We're going to skip campaign type. We're going to name this campaign prospecting CBO. The CBO is for campaign budget optimization. Click that, make sure that's on. And then let me explain the CBO. So the CBO is the campaign budget optimization. So starting off on TikTok, TikTok has more data than all of us can really even think of on our ideal client. What we do is we allow TikTok to figure out whichever ad group that we put. We're going to put 4 ad groups on there. Whichever ad group that's performing the best, spend the money there. That's what the CBO really is. And we're going to do this at the beginning of setting up our ad campaign. It might spend $5. If we had a $100 daily budget, it might spend $5 in ad group 1, $5 in ad group 2, but it might spend $70 in ad group 3, and then it might spend $20 in ad group 4. And so once we start scaling and seeing the results, we'll cut off ad group 1 and 2 and replace those with new ad groups, while we still letting the 70 and the 20 go, because it's performing a lot better. And so that's what the CBO pretty much does. You have to have at least $50. So let's just say our budget is $50 a day, and then it'll go on and spend that $50 a day to whichever ad groups that's going to perform the best. That's what that's going to do for the CBO. Now, when it comes to the special ad category, TikTok and credit repair, a lot of times credit repair kind of raise red flags, and so they kind of want you to put your ads in some type of special ad category if you talking about certain things. Now, you can get around special ad category, but what we do is we like to, the first ads that we set up to get them approved, we like to get them inside a special ad category, because we want them to start actually improving, and I mean really getting approved, so we can start placing more ads. And then the other ads that we place, they are not in the special ad category. And so it's kind of like, to get your foot in the door, you want to start off with the special ad category, and that's what we do, because a lot of people can't get around certain things when it comes to credit repair because of the disapprovals and stuff like that. And and sometimes it might be wording on your landing page, different things like that, but we got ways to go around this. And what we do is we'll click a special ad category, let's just say housing, we'll click housing, and then we'll go to the next step. The next step is the ad group. Now, just to give you an example of how we structure the ad group, this is how ad group look. The first setup will be the campaign, that's what we just set up, and then now we'll do interest targeting, and then we'll do broad targeting, and then we'll go to the ads for the next step. But the first step is setting up that campaign. Now we gotta set up the target. We're gonna make it easy, so we're gonna go broad. We're gonna go broad targeting. If you haven't set up your pixel, set up your pixel so you can track the conversions through your website. The only way I know we got over 4,000 book calls is because I was able to track it through the pixel. We leave all this alone, and since it's broad, we're not gonna put no type audience on here right now. We're not gonna put no type interest on here. We're gonna go no targeting on this one ad right here. And then after, we'll duplicate more ads, and you will get more different ad groups and stuff like that. But for the first ad, we're gonna go broad targeting for the first ad. Now, if you can still go broad if you do one interest. You can do a bigger interest. So you can do just like credit. Let's say credit bureau, and that'll be pretty broad. You see 8 to 10 million. That's a pretty broad one. Put none, and you go up here. This fairly broad. You see what I'm saying? Fairly broad. So that's what we're gonna do for this one. We're gonna go fairly broad, no targeting, no nothing on here. We're gonna let TikTok decide and figure out which is the best area to advertise in for our ideal client based on our ad budget and schedule. We're gonna schedule it. You want to schedule it for the next day, but we're gonna go all day. We're not gonna have a certain time, but if you want to pick a time, you can go in here, pick a certain time that you want to run your ads. Let's just go for all day. The bidding and optimization, conversion, then you just go to the next one. Okay, let me set this up. But yeah, you'll do submit form on this one. We're just gonna go through and go straight to the ad, and this will be a broad targeting. So smart creative ads, no, we're gonna skip that. And then you can go right here, do a creative name. But as you can see, set up custom identity. So this the page. You can go on here and put your logo, different things like that. If you have a TikTok video that you want to use, you can just use TikTok account to deliver Spark ads. The Spark ads is like already a video that's already on your platform. So if you already got a video on your TikTok page, just click this, and you can get a Spark ad going. Then you go down here to the ad details. For the ad details, this is where you want to add your ad at. So you can upload from your library, upload. Let's just say upload, and let's just click the follower ad. We're gonna confirm that. So now we got an ad right here. Then you can just say something short like a text. Click here to learn more, something simple. That's that. And then you want to make sure you go to the call to action, and you want to make sure you go to standard. Then the standard is going to bring up the learn more, sign up, contact us, book now, whatever you want to say on here. Like I said, go to standard, and then you just go to learn more or whatever you want to click. Now that's when then you'll go in here and click, set up your website. Now with credit repair, you can do your website or your landing page, but sometimes you might have to just send it straight to a booking page. So you can send it straight to your calendar, because these people are already going to be interested, and you can just send it straight to your landing page or your calendar. Sometimes when it was the non-ad creative, or it wasn't always the ad creative, it might have been a website, and then so sometimes we have to send them away from the website of like a credit repair website. And so we just sent them to a booking page or a page that didn't have that we just fixing your credit. On your URL, make sure you can try your landing page out, and sometimes they'll let you know exactly, what it's gonna be. Sometimes you might have to just send them to a booking page. And so yeah, you check that. Then you go down here, you don't have to do none of this right now. Pretty much want to get that first ad up. We're going to go back through here. Let's go to submit. But yeah, you'll want to go through here and then click submit, and then you'll be back out here on the campaign. So let's go back to the campaign. Okay. All right, so now we're back out here where the campaign's at. And so what we got to do now is, remember, the C4 method, we need 4 ad groups, and we need 4 ads per ad group. So just like this, we're gonna create more ad groups, and then we're gonna create more ads. And it's super easy. All you gotta do is go click on the campaign that you just created, which is the prospecting CBO. And then once you click on that, we're gonna go to ad group. And like I said, it's 1 ad group. So we need to go create more. So what you're gonna do is go here, click on copy, and then you just add different copies. So we got the broad targeting right here, and then we got the second broad targeting, then we got the first interest targeting, and then we got the second interest targeting. And so you're going to copy that, and then that's going to come up to where now you can go in there and make it, broad or whatever you want to do. You want to go here, and then you want to go down to the interest, and you want to make sure it's broad. So let's just say financial services. It's still pretty broad. Let's say 86 million to 105 million. So we're going to do financial services broad. We'll do that, but then we'll go down here to the interest. And then for the interest, we'll do a different interest. So we'll go more niche for the interest right here. So let's say credit bureaus. That'll be one for the interest. Or you can add more. These are just testing multiple ads, but you got to go in and set up the different ad groups. And so by copying that, it'll allow you to add more ad groups inside that one campaign. Okay, the next one, we just go business services and see what we can do with this one. So this is it's a broad one as well, but it's more business services broad. And so now after that, we're just gonna go back out here. You'll continue with the ad, and then we'll have 4 ad groups in that campaign. And then we'll go over here to add more ads. So it's the exact same process. You'll go here, boom, go to copy, and then you add more ads. Add your different ads right here. And so now all of them will be lined up. As you can see, you can go in here. As soon as it come up, you can go on here and start changing the ad. So if you got different ad creative, you can go on here and, update this, change this. Let's just say you want to go here. You want to add that. Now you got a different ad running inside that same campaign. And so at the end of the day, it should be looking like this. You should have 4 different ad groups, and you should have 4 different ads. That's how you want to set that up on your campaign. And now let's talk about scaling. So once you get that set up and it's rolling, now you can pretty much start to scale. So when it comes to scaling, it's 2 ways you can really scale. So you can scale vertically or you can scale horizontally. And so the vertical scaling pretty much is just giving more ad budget to the ad group that's performing the best. So let's just take a look and say, hey, if we back over here and we see like this is performing good, all we gotta do is edit the budget from $50 to $100. And so now once we edit that and it go to $100, now we scaling $100 a day now, other than just $50, but we scaling it to a good campaign that's really, really working. And it's going to go into the ad groups, that's performing the best. And so that's the vertically scaling. But you also can scale horizontally. And so with that, you want to duplicate the best performing ad groups and replace the lower performing ads with the new ones. So just like the example I showed you earlier, ad group number 2 isn't performing well. Ad group number 1 isn't performing well, but ad group 3 and 4 is. So what you want to do is delete this one, and then now you want to add in the same ad group from number 3 and number 4, and you want to duplicate the other ad group. With that being said, is you can add new ad groups, or you can just duplicate the ad group you are already performing well in, and then that's how you scale horizontally, because now you got different targeting that you can do, or even the same targeting, but it might even just perform better than the other targeting that you had. And so that's how you scale horizontally. Another way, and a little bonus tip on what we do, is we like using lookalike targeting. And so we'll go build a lookalike audience from previous clients that we had. We can go prospects and leads that we had, and we send those and put those inside of TikTok, get a lookalike audience that's our ideal client, and so it's different ways that you can do this. When we was talking to business owners, we used the NAICS code. We had different businesses and LLCs. We was able to get their email and then upload that inside TikTok to be able to get a different audience, just say our competitor. If you want to go another way, you can go to Fiverr or Upwork and find somebody who can scrape email of your ideal clients, and then you can take those emails and upload them and create your own audience inside of TikTok. So that's just like a little bonus that I want to give you guys. And then now, this is how it'll look. You'll have the interest targeting, the broad targeting, the lookalike targeting, and then the no targeting. This is what you can go out here and do once you set up these ads the correct way. If you follow this process, you should be able to go out here and create some type of traction when it comes to setting up your ads. All you gotta do is follow through step by step. So we was able to come over here and do over 4,000 calls just from this ad platform that you're looking at now. And this is the exact way we set it up. So I know this video could be going on long, but I just want to break down exactly how we was able to go through and do this process and how you can do the same thing. So if you got any questions, message me below, book a call with me, message me on Instagram. I'll answer any questions. But if you follow this process, you should see some type of success.